guys? You know it's your girl Sash, and I'm here with another video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Remember, I told you guys that I would be back with labor, delivery and labor. If I say go. Well, I was coming on to video long time, so I get into it. But they maybe they kind of overdue. Some of the woman, you know, Jamaicans believe in a tea for everything. So I drink time tea, garlic tea, I drink up a tea for the labor pain them come on. So then start feel look a ning pain. Come on, that too feel nobody pain. Feel some ning pain. So my god doctor clinic and them send me down because my baby 1 week overdue. Me being me now, I never go till way down in the night. I'm go in, I'm going to collect me something with them and the paper them we have to go collect for. No, you go up at the people them first and then you tell them say the nurse or midwife or whatever remember what them call senior. You go back them send you back down registration you go. Right over the admin part or collect your things in man. So one nurse passed me and she said, "You feel pain?" And I say, "Yeah. Yeah, feel pain." She said, you're not in a labor yet, man. You know, when you're in a labor, me tell you when you're in a labor. I did it from the Thursday, the Friday, 1 centimeter. How come I get to know somebody at 1 centimeter? Because we're there in the place and we have weights because you know them have to test it to see how much centimeter you're there. So this girl, like, she's way bigger than me, so I thought she was like way older. But turn out she was just 16 meters. She had a big body, a beard, not body shape, nobody and all that. But she was big in her body. I think she's a big woman. And she in there crying and bawling me and say, till one next nurse for going to say, open your legs, they're going to, if you don't open your legs, the nurse cannot take out her answer. I said, Lord God, take out me. I never want to have the baby. I want to go home. I never want to go through all of this. Me, want to go home. Go in and realize that it never that hot. But when them tell us, you lay down on the bed and all that, this is kind of like weird and uncomfortable. So, Mother Day, the Thursday, the Friday, nothing not going for me. But my centimeter, I come down, but nothing still not going for me. I feel like a pain. So I said, Lord God, the Saturday now. The Saturday, come. I'm laying up on the bed and I just feel like one local rush of water. So I got bathroom and realized it. Panty wet up, so I got myself nurse. I peep at myself and I mean never want pee and she said, you ready? Go and go put some one pad. So me being me now, love procrastinate. Me still feel little pain. Now feel no about pain, little pain. Me being me now, I love procrastinate and all of that. Didn't know. Gone back and sit down because it was visiting hours. So bear in mind, a lot of people depend on the ward because of visiting hours. Sit down there. Me just about time I stand up. It's a rush of water. Everybody I look at me, I start feel shame. You know, the water just run. So I look all lady sit down on the bed in front of them. Labor time. I say, yes, God. My time. That baby I come. It real. My time. Nothing. No baby. Pain start lick me now. What me I say me they laugh off of people from me come here now. But they not laugh off of me. So me see them like Me can't lay down, me can't sit down, me can't nothing that's on me depend. In the morning now, me I tell her. There was this lady, she had baby, but she was so, I think she's a teacher. I don't remember her name, but I will never forget her. She had her baby, and she stayed up, being that it was my first time and all that, she stayed up with me for the whole night. When my family came to visit me, she was like, she's the first person I ever saw sitting up and sleeping, because bear in mind that anytime I lay down or change position and the pain started to get worse. Somebody didn't know me. Cause me not bad. Nobody not laughing for me. Me not bad. So in the 5 o'clock now, one nurse come for me, and say, you go through this too much, Cause my pick me stubborn, and I'm still stubborn now. So 5 o'clock, I'm going to labor room. Then give me the insert pill. Still nothing. Like them give me 3 times, I think. 3 or 2 times I get it. And I get the injection. Them have to give me the injection. Every time they give me the injection, I come down 1 centimeter. I run there from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Still no baby pain. My lip them I get dry. AC I chop up my lip and all that. Still no baby pain. Yes, a nurse. Me I come go my yard, no can nothing go on for me. Nurse me I come go my say, Miss Mattis, if you want to go, you can go. So the plane them start coming at no mess a nurse. I can't lay down on the ground, but I want to stay up on the bed. She said, Miss Mattis, you have to stay in the bed. So 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I see one woman coming in. She was about 7 or 8, or probably she never knew, because that's what she told the nurse. And the nurse, the midwife, delivered the baby, 1 gloves and the something, but she used to protect her clothes barely on. So I said, no nurse, me I come go my yard, can nothing go on for me. I come go my yard. Me the runner from morning, and me can have baby, and this woman just come in. I feel look up the pain and have baby. No nurse, I come go my yard. Nurse, I come go my yard. Miss Mattis, calm down, lay down on the bed. Your time will get here soon. 10 o'clock come, still no baby. Keshan, you was a stubborn look boy. You never want to come. You did like womb service. You never want to come. 11 o'clock, I said, yes. Then start giving me 1 injection one more time. I show man check my chest. I say, yeah, 8 centimeters. Let's see when 11:30 come. She said, yeah, 9 centimeters. I said, nurse, I'm not waiting no longer. I said, 9 centimeters come here for push. A 5-person deliver me. Like, 1 person was behind me, leaning me up on the bed because I wasn't laying flat, so she was behind me like the chair, and then 1 was at my 2, no. See, it wasn't, I think it was 5 or 4. 1 was behind me, another lady in the pink was there. She was pushing on my belly, and 2 persons, so it was 4. 4 persons right there, plus the midwife. And I was pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And then I feel help me push cause before that, them like around 10 doctors, so before me going to labor room, I was like, no, when me in a labor room, I was like sitting up and they were looking, and everybody just look underneath me, and me I say, this logical, this must man to look underneath me, and I contemplate whether or not I have push or I can do C-section. So one of the doctors them asked me. Yeah, doctor did the room, not nurse. Doctor them asked me, what size me? So I say, size 3 or 4. I said, no, that vagina is too small. Can't push. And I say, nurse, me, I beg you want C-section. Can't manage pain, I get hot. And nobody not laugh at me. So them decide, say, I'm for push. So me being there push, and the baby now come and the tattoo. I look at something, I tear up and all like that, and then I kind of feel like a sharp pain, and I said, nurse, you feel like it just, I just cut it. And then I push, and the baby head come out. I push, the baby head come out, and I just drop back. Then, I finish push, I have baby. But having the baby, for me, wasn't the part that was like the excessive pain. It was the afterbirth that hurt like a bitch. The afterbirth, me I tell you, when the afterbirth come out, maybe it was because of the pain before, but me I said, but if you want the nurse touch me, then everybody say when them have baby, it was love at first sight. It wasn't that for me. Maybe it was all that I went through during my pregnancy, but love at first sight wasn't that for me. When I looked at my child, I was like, next time I wonder one here. Maybe it was the lack of sleep and all that, because right through it I was there, I couldn't sleep because I couldn't lay down because of the pain and all of that. And I couldn't eat because I couldn't eat meat and all of that. So I had to be just eating rice and drinking a lot of water because that's what they told me. Then, after that, I asked if I'm my window one day, and them say, and them show me, ask me, and tell me, them ask me, and them tell me say a boy, and she give me a little water, and tell me say, she can put the baby in the incubator or something, and I'm gonna get some sleep. As I go around at the bed, and I lie down, them carry him back. Them say, no, your baby, too terrible. Your baby can't stay around. I say, your baby too terrible. So them carry him, come give me. That was the time that I fell in love, because when I was there and I was looking at him and I was touching, because I couldn't believe that it was real, so I was touching and he held on to my fingers and I was like, yeah, I am a mom. At that moment, that was the moment I fell in love. It wasn't love at first sight for me. Everybody's experience is different. No two person has the same experience, so anybody can judge and say what they want, but love at first sight wasn't it for me. I fell in love when I was looking at that baby on that bed, and I was like, I am responsible for that human being's life for 18 years and furthermore, because people think it stopped at 18, but you are forever responsible for that child, because that child didn't ask to be here. So I was like, whoa, that's my baby. That is my baby. After 3 days, because all new mothers had to spend three days, then you get to go home. I spent more than 3 days because some pieces of my afterbirth was still inside me, so everything didn't came out. But they gave me the insert pill again, so I was feeling labor pain all over again, and told me to go home. So they gave me, so while I was home, I was still feeling labor pains to see if I could pass it out naturally. Went back for ward review. I think it was the other week I went back for ward review, and doing the ultrasound and all of that, they found out that it was still there. So they're saying that they had to get rid of it because there's no way the afterbirth should still be in you, because if it's staying there longer than what's supposed to stay, it make you lose my womb and all of that, because you know a bad blood and all of that. So they gave me the insert pill again, and then they gave me it another time. So that was, then they gave me it about 4 times if I'm not lying. I don't want to exaggerate because it was like 3 years ago, but I think it was 4 times. And the doctor came and he was like, big up to Dr. Watson. From St. Anne's Bay, Dr. Watson, you are the best. You are the best. Dr. Watson, hats off to him. Dr. Watson are the best. He came and he was like, I think the pill's name was Cytotec, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing it, Cytotec. So it was like Cytotec 4 times, or is it that you gave her 4? And she was saying, no, 4 times. And he was like, no, this was not possible. This was not possible for this young girl to be feeling that much pain, and it is still there. Something is wrong. So he said, tomorrow morning theater, so they told me not to eat. It was over the past period of times they told me not to eat because probably I would go to theater. So they said the next day I couldn't go to theater because they were having a lot of accidents up there. So the other day I went, I did a D&C, and that's how the afterbirth was removed, and I got to go home. And that for me was a hell of an experience, because they sent me home knowing that it was still inside me and what it could have done to my body. But and the stitches, because I got 37 stitches. Yes. When I and the fact I did not, I had baby in exactly 11:56 or 11:59. I do not want to exaggerate. That's when I had baby in the 50s. I did not get stitched the same time. The nurse she tied the gauze together and inserted inside me and told me that when I went to the bathroom I should pull it out. Me going there and pulling it out and seeing that much blood, I was like a faint. But never faint because I'm a very strong person. I did not get stitched the same time. It was like after 9 hours in the night that Dr. Nesbitt finally came to me. Dr. Nesbitt came and she said she numbed it, but I could feel everything. She said I was melodramatic. Yes, she had the nerves to tell me I was melodramatic when she was stitching up my vagina. My vagina, she told me to be melodramatic. So I thought that because I'm afraid of needles. I'm very afraid of needles. My pain tolerance level is not as high as everybody else. I cringe at needles. My story is kind of mixed. Yeah, it basically mixed up because me remember things as they come along. And she had said, me the things, before she stitched me, I thought that I could heal naturally. So I was saying that maybe nobody have to stitch me, but I can't heal properly. And she was like, by the looks of this, you look like you have 2 vagina down this. And I say, so what you say? He said, if I had a phone, I could tell if you had your phone, I could take a picture of it and show it to you. But she said, but I asked her if she could use her phone and send it to me because me didn't want to see how down look. She was saying that is against the law for them to do that or whatever. So I was saying, okay, and somebody said you can't take it and show me. She said no, it's against the law. But she said by the looks of it, you look like I have 2 vaginas. And I said, no man, my pitney wicked. I get 37 stitch. Me now got to ever forget them 30. And Shani, if you come rank with me at 37 stitches, me get for you what? 37 stitches, 33 and a 37 stitches me get. 30, I'm not exaggerating people, 37 stitches. 37. And then I was sent home. And I had gotten to spend time. Oh, my family come look for me and them carry juice now. I tell them something there. They feel nice. Because all my people come look for me. All my people, my friend Oliver, they come look for me. Oliver carry burger. And Tavin carry burger. All my friend them come look for me. And something. Yeah. So it wasn't an all. Big up to Dr. Watson. Nurse Shani, even though you did miserable. Yeah. Dr. Smith and Dr. Nesbitt. Hats off to you guys. You guys took really good care of me. And that's it for labor and delivery. And things get rocky at times, but I am doing well. And I will introduce Kishan in my other video.